Welcome. Thank you all for coming out to the Relay for Life of Lyon County and helping the American Cancer Society lead the fight for a world without cancer. My name is Alyssa Jepson, and I'm the event chair for the Relay for Life of Lyon County. We have all gathered this evening because cancer has and continues to affect the lives of those we love. It is something we simply cannot ignore. By the end of this year, roughly 2 million people are expected to be newly diagnosed with cancer, and more than 610,000 people will die from the disease. That's why the American Cancer Society is fighting cancer on every front, from helping patients access services such as free rides to treatments, free lodging near hospitals, and a 24/7 cancer helpline, to fostering cutting-edge research and breakthroughs, to advocating on behalf of cancer patients. The American Cancer Society is leading the fight. Because of the American Cancer Society's hard work, a cancer diagnosis does not come without hope, and the cancer journey is not one that is traveled alone. Please welcome Father Tony Stabita from Holy Redeemer Catholic Church here in Marshall. He is the head priest for the Marshall, Tracy, Milroy, and Cottonwood parishes. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Father Tony Stabita. I'm the pastor of the Church of the Holy Redeemer here in Marshall, Church of St. Michael in Milroy, the Church of St. Mary in Cottonwood, and the Church of St. Mary in Tracy. And in June this year, I was diagnosed with stage 4 small cell lung cancer, and I'm in treatment at this time to try to extend my life. In today's first reading, as we gather here tonight to express our hope and our solidarity, in the first reading from Mass today, Moses, talking to Joshua, who was about to lead the people of God into the Holy Land, said to him, "Be brave and steadfast and do not fear. Go forward, for I am with you." That's my belief. Go forward because you are with us. Go forward because there is a message of hope in all of this. No matter what your diagnosis, no matter what you feel like, no matter how things are going, be brave and steadfast. Be hopeful, because you are on the edge of holiness. You are on the edge of promise. You are on the edge of healing and goodness and mercy.
Thank you, Father Tony. Hi, I'm Sandy Foltz. I'm a 4-year cancer survivor. Just got done with my first reoccurrence, and my hair's coming back. I'm pretty excited about that. Woohoo! I'm a Lyon County resident and also a proud American Cancer Society Voice of Hope and Relay for Life volunteer. I'd like to say a special thank you to all the companies that have taken a leadership role in our relay events by becoming sponsors. If you look around at all the logos, you can see that we're fortunate to have a number of caring companies in Lyon County that believe deeply in helping us save lives from cancer. Together, we're making a difference. So let's give a round of applause to all our sponsors. When you donate to the American Cancer Society, you play an important part in their mission. Every cancer, every life. The American Cancer Society is leading cancer fighting organization with a vision to end cancer as we know it for everyone. They are improving the lives of people with cancer and their families as the only organization combating cancer through advocacy, research, and patient support to ensure that everyone has an opportunity to prevent, detect, treat, and survive cancer. This progress and the programs and services offered every day are available thanks to your commitment, passion, and fundraising efforts. Thank you for what you do to help save lives for cancer. To help us see the American Cancer Society's work in our own community, at this time, we would like to welcome Jess Moriarty from the Avera Cancer Institute for a mission moment.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here tonight. It's always a privilege to come and talk with survivors and to see many people that I know. I've been with the Avera Cancer Institute in Marshall here now since 2017. So I've seen wonderful survivors, have been with people through the journey. And now, I don't know if you get the Independent, but you may have seen an article about myself and my mom. So cancer became even more real this year. Not only is my husband a survivor, but my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. And so she's doing great. By the way, everybody asked me, she's doing great. But it's a testament to the power of screening events and mammograms and doing what you need to do. And all of the funds that the American Cancer Society is raising not only helps in prevention and finding cures, but also helps our patients on a day-to-day basis. So over the past 18 months, the Avera system has received over, $100,000 in grant money from the American Cancer Society. And that $100,000, I think it's 120 actually, was used in all of our regions for patients. Patients to get to Sioux Falls, patients to get to radiation. I know that in our own community, I've given out over $4,000 in travel dollars to help patients get to their radiation appointments and to Sioux Falls. I've helped a family who needed to get to radiation in Sioux Falls, a type of radiation we can't offer in Marshall. We were able to get him there and then also have him stay in Sioux Falls with our travel and housing grants. And that is all a testament to what the Cancer Society is doing right here in Marshall. And so we thank you for those fundraising dollars that you're doing here tonight, your donations, not only tonight, but throughout the year. And know that it is staying right with you. And I get to enjoy giving that hope and that joy to our patients every single day. So I appreciate that. Thank you all for being here tonight, and thank you for letting us be a part of your evening, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. It's beautiful weather, so we gotta enjoy.
Thank you, Jess. We are so fortunate that care for cancer patients is accessible right here in our community, and we appreciate all that you do. We want to again thank our donors. Thank you also to our event leadership team wearing the bright blue shirts, who have given countless hours to make this a great experience for you all. Thank you to all of you, our relay participants, long time or first time, who are here with us tonight. And especially a big thank you to the survivors and caregivers who inspire us to fight cancer on all fronts. At this time, I'd like to introduce Paul Blanchard, a cancer survivor who's going to share his story with us.
All right. Welcome, everybody. As she said, I'm Paul Blanchard. I'm a retired baseball coach here at Southwest Minnesota State for the last 27 years. My story. I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's disease in late winter of 1983. When I was a Golden Gopher football player, I was a punter for him and a baseball player. So I get diagnosed in the late winter. I get surgery done in the early summer, and they staged you back then. So they cut me open and took a look. I had tumors in multiple spots above my diaphragm. So if you were stage 3, you would have to have it above and below your diaphragm and all that. They cut me open. They found out I didn't have any down there. I am in stage 2. They sew me up again. And so then late summer, my last year of football, late summer, they started the radiation treatments. And so I did that. I'm with the team. I'm 20 pounds lighter than I should have been. I'm not very good, but they still put me out there to play. So I would, practice-wise, that first week, I would go into the shower after practice, and I literally had dye on my chest, my stomach, my body, and I had a little tiny tattoo in the middle of my diaphragm, so they could line me up underneath the lamp, the radiation lamp, the correct way. So I would go in after practice, and there's 100 guys in the football team, and the offense doesn't know who the defense is, actually, and so you go in there, and I would have guys look at me, and they would kind of freak out. Oh, what is that on your belly? What? They had no idea what it was. And then they would find out that I had cancer and they would come up and they would kind of shake my hand, but they would stand a little bit away. Some of you might have experienced that. It's like it's contagious. And I would ease their pain and I would say, fellas, it's not contagious. In fact, I glow in the dark. You should see me at night. You know. And so we go through that. The second game that we played that year was against the University of Nebraska, who was number 1 in the country. And so the Friday before that game, my dad played with the New York Yankees. He was in 5 World Series. And they flew us out to New York City to be on Good Morning America. And all you older people know that David Hartman and Joan London were the hosts for that show. So we go out there and I try and spread the word about what people can expect. What can they expect about having the disease that we share? And so we did that part. Is in about every newspaper in the country trying to say the same story. They all screwed it up. Imagine that, the media, screwing that up. Anyway, so the radiation came and went and everything was fine. 6 months go by and I'm doing my regular appointments. It was every 2 weeks and then it was every month. And so during my monthly appointments, the doc says, I want to see you in 2 weeks. And I kind of went, really? All right. So I go back in 2 weeks and he's hanging out underneath my armpit and he says, I got a lump in there, I got to take it out. So they took out a lump, and sure enough, malignant, it's about the size of a golf ball, and he says, we got to do chemotherapy. So I do 6 more months of that. So I've had both ends of that. As a result of the radiation, about 10 years after that, here comes the skin cancer. So for the last 30 years, I've been dealing with that. About every 3 months, I go get scraped and burned and all that stuff. In fact, this morning, I was just up there in Wilmer and saw my doctor, and she's scraping and burning. And that's just an ongoing deal. It's just part of the battle that we face. Year and a half ago, prostate cancer. Had my prostate removed. There again, it's just kind of a constant battle. So what did I learn from all this? Adversity happens. It's nobody's fault. It's part of life. It's the way it is. So in fact, all of us have gone through the stages in the Big C Club. You deny it, you get angry, you bargain, you go through all that. After a while, you come to a level of acceptance. So when I first got diagnosed, I'm 20. Think about it. I'm 21 years old. I'm invincible. I'm kicking footballs in the Big Ten. 105,000 people. Let's go, right? You're invincible, and all of a sudden you get hit with this kind of news. So I'm feeling sorry for myself, and I had a guy tell me at one point, he says, what makes you so special that you can't get sick? What makes you so special you can't get sick? I didn't like what he said at the time, but he was right. I won the wrong lottery. Just the way it is. It's my turn. Here we go. So I came to a level of acceptance shortly after that, and I said, all right, these are the cards we're dealt. Let's play. I want to know how to navigate this. How do we do this with the best attitude I could have? If you don't have that attitude, you're going to drag everybody down around you. You're trying to approach it with the best attitude that you can. Certainly developed an appreciation for people and the human experience. God puts us on this earth for a lot of different reasons. Getting sick in an odd way actually changed the course of my life, and it helped me be a better coach. I know how that sounds weird to you. I was able to understand people better. I saw things differently. Any one of us survivors knows there is absolutely no way you can see the world the same before you got sick. There's no way it happens. You're certainly changed forever in a good way. The appreciation you develop for everyone and everything is remarkable. You develop empathy and compassion because you understand how fragile the human condition really is. Now, you caregivers, those associated family members of us in the Big C Club, help us, but understand something. The best thing is to let us lead a normal life as much as we can. Let us lead a normal life. Don't lead it for us, and don't tell us we can't do something. Let us lead a normal life. And yes, I get it. You're trying to help the best you can. Sometimes the best thing to do is back off. You can't avoid the elephant in the room, but don't dwell on it. Right. It'll be a lot more difficult on you, perhaps, than it is the patient, because you literally cannot do anything about it. You want to help, but you can't. You can't make us better. You can improve our conditions a little bit that we live in. So, those of you now in our club, keep working to leave our club. And once you've left our club, you'll always remember it. It will always be in the back of your mind. What if? What if it comes back? My scans are good, all that stuff. My blood's good. What if? You never lose that part. But help others joining our club. You'll kind of feel an obligation to seek those new members and just talk about the whole experience. It's going to be therapy for them, but it's also therapy for you. And it's important to get those emotions out. It's as if you won't have a choice. You'll just do it. You'll seek out others in our club because nobody else gets it. Thank you to the American Cancer Society, and thank you to the Relay for Life Committee. This is a very important thing, what you do. Keep going, keep doing it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Paul. Your story is inspiring to so many, and we're so honored to have you here with us tonight. So next, I would like to welcome cancer survivor Amy Munson. She has another incredible story to share.
Thank you. Yes, mine's a lot like Paul's. I was a football player when, no, I'm just kidding. He took my paper. Everybody's asked me 100 times, do you have your speech written? No, I didn't write one. I'm sorry. So I'll just use this Kleenex here, and I'll pretend to read it. No, I might blow my nose in it. Okay, so my name is Amy Munson. I'm from Tracy. We have a large family. And I have 0 cancer in my family on both sides. We do Alzheimer's, some heart stuff, no cancer. So I had this little funky thing on my lip last April, like a year and 4 months ago, last April. And I don't know, whatever, I did put a bunch of junk on it, over-the-counter stuff, and I just smeared more lip gloss on and went on with my day. I had a child that was graduating from high school, so I had that party to get through and celebrate. And then after that, I work for a church, and I do youth ministry at the church. And so I had a mission trip to go on, so we did that, and I just kept smearing on the lip gloss and whatever I could find around. And after that, I went on vacation. That brought me to July, middle of July, and I couldn't get rid of this thing on my middle of my lip. So I went into the doctor and I said, can you just prescribe me something, because it's really ugly and I want it gone. And she's like, ooh, maybe we should have that biopsied. I'm like, sure, let's do that. And then she said, oh, Amy, you're a little behind on your mammogram. Why don't we get you in here Friday for that? Okay, sure. I didn't think anything of it. Wasn't really worried. So did that. Got a call back. Need a biopsy. Like, wow, that's new. All right. So we did. Had a biopsy, and it turned out this little thing on my middle of my face, centered perfectly on my lip, was cancer. But it was like super easy skin cancer. They zapped it out. It was gone within, 17 seconds, clear margins, right? But my breast cancer was hopefully I don't have cancer anymore. I hope not. I'm still doing chemo treatments, just so you know. But survivor from day one of being told that you have cancer, because I'm surviving every day. So anyways, I have triple negative breast cancer. And I don't know, I've been told that It's a very aggressive and active form of cancer, and it got into my lymph nodes already. And so I'm like, oh, that's bad. We've all not heard this, but many of you have heard those words. You have cancer. And that is like the biggest kick in the gut. I mean, I don't remember last August. I was totally in shock the whole month, I think. I don't remember it. I remember I was on my knees a lot. I remember going to the pool and screaming underwater. I remember a bunch of that, but I don't remember much of it. Then we went and got a PET scan, and things got even more exciting. They found that I had like something the size of a coconut right around here. We're like, well, really? I can't see it, but yeah, it was there. So they didn't know what it was. They were gonna fight the breast cancer. So I started the 24 weeks of chemotherapy, and then I did surgery. And that's when they went in and they took out all my lymph nodes and did the breast cancer thing, and went down here and found out that coconut. I was kind of joking around because my last kiddo was born C-section, and I always said, I feel like maybe the doctor dropped a sandwich in there. So maybe it's probably that, I didn't know. So, but it did turn out to be ovarian cancer. So they took it out, and so now, then after that, I had 6 weeks of radiation. And my PET scan after surgery did come back good. I appear to be clear of cancer. Yay. Yeah, thank you. So, but to be on the safe side, I'm doing 6 months more of chemo, and then immunotherapy and all that. But the one thing I really want to talk about is the fact that technology's changed so much, and people get so many different things and die of so many things. We have to live for every single day we have, no matter what we have. If we have a bad heart, if we have, I don't know, all the things that you could have wrong. I mean, people die of the flu. Cancer is not I don't want to say that bleep sentence, that it used to be. Cancer is not what it used to be. It's a journey. It's a stinking long journey. And it just, with a lot of ups and downs, it's a terrible roller coaster. And when you get to those down ones, you just take it one thing at a time. You take that one lump at a time, and you just deal with it, and you take it, and you get it done with. You guys are the most resilient people, and you know how to live. I mean, once you've been told you have cancer, you do. You live every day. Every day matters. It's like colors are brighter. My favorite color is glitter rainbow. I love it now. It's just, that's my color. And I was talking about living each day and making a difference. If you have to drive 2 hours out of your way to make a difference in somebody's day, drive those 2 hours. What else were you gonna do? Go home and watch Suits, right? I don't know. Take it and do it. Do whatever you can. I have to tell you, I was mentioning earlier I have a large family. We have, when I was diagnosed with cancer, we have 3 biological, and we have 3 adopted children. And 1 month ago, July 11th, we adopted 2 more children. They have lived with us for 3 years, and they're our children. And we are their parents. And so, in the middle of chemo, we adopted 2 more children. And because we are living, we're all living. And I'm gonna be their mama. And so, yeah, I guess that's my message is cancer's a journey, and do everything you can, guys, because we're still living. We're still here, and we're making a difference. And so I have to thank Relay for Life leaders and everybody for choosing me. I was kind of like, you want me to talk? Okay. But it's really a huge blessing. Did you see how big this thing is? I was like, holy buckets, my name's up there. I couldn't believe that. So seriously, thank you for choosing me. I feel very, very honored and very, very blessed. That's all I have. You go get them, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You're such an inspiration, and we really appreciate you sharing your journey with us, Amy. Okay, so who's ready to raise some money for the American Cancer Society? It's time for the live auction. So let's welcome to the stage Chuck Dietz from Dietz Auctioneering. Here he comes. As he's making his way to the stage, I just want to say, Chuck, we so appreciate you volunteering every year. It's awesome. All right, here you go.
Thank you, Sandy. Thanks for the incredible stories of the survivors. It's always very humbling to hear the stories, and it's very refreshing to all of us. A lot of thank yous have to go out to keep this going. The Basut family for years got this started and continue to put their heart and soul into it. So we're going to do the best we can to sell 4 items tonight to raise some money for this great cause. And I know it's been a couple weeks of a lot of benefits and a lot of giving. I think this kind of winds down, so let's hang on for another 4 or 5 items, raise some money tonight, and do the best we can for this great cause. We've got 4 items tonight. We're going to start with 3 tickets for the Vikings versus San Francisco 49ers game. That game is October 15th, and you get an official football signed by Trey Lance. The jersey is up here on display. That does not go with it, but you get 3 tickets for the Vikings versus San Francisco game, October 15th, with a signed football. What do you want to give with this generous offer? What do you want to give? $2.5, $500. I got to do it now, but $2.5, $500. Got $2.5, I'm going to get $500. I got $2.5, I'm going to get 3, then do it now, 3, number 3, number 3, number 3, $2.5, I'm going to get 300. $2.5, I'm going to get $300. I got to do it now, 3, number 3, number 3, $2.5 now, 3, number 3, $2.5, number 3. $250, you want to get $300. I got $2.5 now, 300, I'm going to get 3 now, 3, number 3, number 3. 3, $400, now 5, I got 4, now 5, thanks Ken. I got a 4, $500. You're out, Corey. 4, $500. I got a 4 now, 5, 4 now, 5, I'm going to get $500. I got a 4 now, 5, give it one more time, Corey. $500. I'll take a half. $400, we're going to get $450. I got a 4 now, 4 now, I'm going to get 4 now, I'm going to get 4 now, I'm going to get 4 and a half. $400, we're going to get 4 now, I'm going to get 4 now, I'm going to get 4 now, I'm going to get 4 and a half. 4 and a half. Now $500. I got a 4 and a half, now 5. Thanks, Mark. I didn't know that I wanted to go that game. I think we're going to be harvesting. But that was me, so we got Mark in at $450. Want to get $500. I got a 4 and a half, 4 and a half, 4 and a half, to get $500. I got a 4 and a half, to get 4 and a half, to get $500. I got a 450, want to get 475. 475, now 500. 475, 500, now 5 and a quarter. 500 now, 5 to the 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 5, 5 and a quarter. I got 5 and a quarter. Gene, want to get 5 and a quarter. I got 500 now, 5 to the 5 to the 5 to the 5 to the 5, 525. Got 500 bid, want to get 5 and a quarter. Now half. 5 and a quarter, 5 and a half, now 575. Oh, want to get 5 to the 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 5, 550, 575. I got a 550 now, 5 to the 5, 5 and a half, 575. So 550 to the Clays. Thank you, Mark. $550. Thank you very much. Next item we have for sale is a meat bundle, an igloo cooler that was donated by Runnings. I'm sure it's very good quality, and filled with beef from the Basut farm and pork from the Wickman farm. and also some shrimp in there, and some bison from Heaven and Earth Bison. A great package here along with the cooler. As you know what stuff costs today, it's a pretty good value. What to give? I got 2.5 to get $300. I got a 2.5 now, 3 now, 3, 2.5 now, 3, 3, 3, 2.5, $300. I got to do it now, 3, want to get $300. 3, $400. I got 3 now, 4, want to get 4, 3 now, $400. 3, $400. I got a 300 now, 4, I take a half. $300, want to get $350. The cooler and everything in it. $300, want to give a half. I got a 300 now, 3.5, want to get 3.5, want to get 3.5, want to get 3.5, want to get 3.5. $300 up front, want to get $350. I got a 300, want to get 350, want to get 350, want to get 350, 150. 325 now, 25 now, 25, 25, 25. $300 and a quarter. I got a 300 now, 325 now, 325 now, 325. 3 and a quarter, now a half. 375. 350 now, 375. I divide now, $400. I want to get 400 now, 4 and a quarter now, 4 and a quarter. $400, 4 and a quarter. I got a 400 now, 425, 425. $400 bid, want to give a quarter. I got a 4 and a quarter, want to give a half. Now 75. 450, 475. I got a 450 now, 475, 425. 450 now, 475. All done, want to give 475. Sold to you, Jackie, $450. The Dooms got it, $450. Larry, serious, as you're gonna buy something you can eat, right? Next up, we've got a mystery box. Miscellaneous items and gift cards, and it's put together pretty well. I think generally there's a pretty good value in there. I don't know where that is. Yep, I know the estimated value is at about that. But where is that at? Where is that held at? Oh, this box right here. Everything in this box right here. In this box right here, on that mystery box. What everybody give? $2.5, $500. I got it $250 now, $500, $500. I got 2.5 to get $500. I got 2.5, I'll take 3. That's about half price. 2.5 to get $300. I got 3 now, 4, 3 now, 4, 3 now, 4, to get $400. I got a 300 now, 4, 300 now, 4, to get $400. $300, what to give a half. 300 now, 3.5, to get 3.5, to get 3.5, to get 3.5. $300 bid, want to get 3.5. I got a 300 now, 3.5, to get 3.5, to get 3.5, to get 3.5. $300, want to get 350. I got a 300 now, 3.5, to get 3.5, 3.5 now, $400. I got a 3.5 to 4, 4. We're out in the back now. 3.5 up front, want to get 400. I got a 3.5 to get 4, 4 now, 4.5 now, 4.5 to get 1.5. I got a 400 to get 1.5 to get 1.5 to get 1.5 to get 1.5. Want to hit her one more time? I got a 400 bid, want to get 450. $400, want to give a half. I got a 400 now, 4.5 to get 1.5 to get 1.5 to get 1.5. I got a 400 want to get 4 and a quarter. 425 now 50. 425 want to get 4.5. I got a 425 now 50. 425 now 50. 425 now 50. I got a 4 and a quarter want to give a half. 425 now 450. So right up front here, $425. $425. Oh, Galen, I couldn't tell you with the cap on. Galen Lanners. Continue to think of you every day, Galen. Our last item we have tonight is the annual quilt. It's a relay quilt that is made by Lori Head and Brenda Swoboda. It's an annual quilt. Where is that displayed at here? Right up here. Got the annual quilt. They put a lot of time into it, and it's the meaning of it. We're going to sell you that quilt tonight. What are we going to give? $500, 7.5. I got a $500 now, 7. I got a $500 now, 7. $500 now, 7. $500 now, 7. 7.5. I got a $500 now, 7. $500 now, 7. $500. What do you get? $750. I got a $500 now, 7. What do you get? 7.5. $500. What do you get? 7.5. I got a $500 now, 7. $500 now, 7.5. You want me to have that quilt? I will. I'm in for $500. Somebody else get in. $500, $600. I'd love to have it for that. $600. I got a $500 now, 6. What do you get? $600. I got a $500 now, 6. What do you get? 6. What do you get? $600. I got a $500 now, 6. What do you get? 6. What do you get? $600. $500 bid. What do you get? 5.5. I got a $500 now, 5.5. What do you get? 5.5. What do you get? 5.5. What do you get? 5.5. $500. What do you get? 550. I got a $500 now, 5.5. What do you get? 5.5. What do you get? 5.5. Where? 5.5. $600. I got a $5.5 now, 6. What do you get? $600. I got a $5.5. What do you get? $600. I got a 550 now, 50 now, 550 now, $600. I got a 5.5 to get $600, 5.5 to get $600. 550, what to get 600. I got a 5.5 to get 575. 550, 575. It's our last item of the night, 550, 575. I got a 550 now, 575. 550, 575. It's going to be a cold Willard here, Joe. I'm in for 575, but it gets 600. Now 6 1/4. 600, 6 1/4. I got 600 now to divide, 6 1/4. Now a half. 650. 6 1/4, what to give a half? I got 625 now, 50 now, 50 now, 50 now, 50 now, 50 now, 50. 625 now, 650, what to get 650? 6 1/2. Got you in, Ken, $625. Was that, who, Jan? Oh, that's, I'm supposed to know that. He points that way. Ken and Jan Noyes, thank you very much. Thank you all for bidding, and good luck to all of us.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. One more time for Chuck Dietz. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who donated and bid. I'm Shonda Bassett. This is my niece Devin. She's going to help me with the awards for the chili cook-off. First off, a round of applause for all 10 entries. Thank you, guys. If you have not tried the chili, I highly recommend going and checking it out. Someone asked me, why do we have a chili cook-off at the Relay for Life? This is our 3rd annual. And my story, some of you have heard, let me say it one more time. It comes from my dad. My dad loved chili. My dad also loved the Relay. He was here every year before cancer and during cancer, and in my heart, I still know he's here today. So my story of the chili what happened back in 2007. We were part of the Box Elder Bug Days. They give their money to hospice, and he thought we should enter his chili. We get there that day, and he had totally burnt the bottom of the chili. He is whipping chunks out into the grass behind him. My mom, Kathy, is like, we are not serving this chili, Jim. It's awful. Jimmy says, oh, Kathy, we can still enter. And my brother and I are like, all right, Jimmy, we'll enter. Wards come, we pack up, we're ready to go because we think, no way could we have gotten an award for this really burnt chili. Sure enough, we win. And they go on to say, you won because we loved the smoke flavor. Did you add a little smoke to it? No. It was burnt. So in honor of my dad, to keep his memory alive, we do this. Free will donation. We appreciate all of you. If you haven't tried it, still some chili there. All right, on to the awards. So I am going to be giving the prizes to Miss Devin. So if I say your name, please come up to accept your award. First off, I'd like to say a thank you to our secret judge. We had 2 of them today, Ben and Adam. Thank you guys so much. Couldn't have done it without you. All right, our People's Choice. So that was, everyone could put their little tickets in. Went to number 1's chili, Tim Broderick. Tim, you are winning some Moose Mountain and passes. Come on up. Go ahead. All right, our third, this is now the judges. We're going into what the judges, their choices. And these guys, they know their chili. So this is pretty high stuff here, guys. Our third one, their little notes said it was a true Texas chili. One of the guys was from Texas, so I think he's probably knowing what he's talking about. That goes to Wes Jensen. Wes, you're going to mariachi. Come on up. All right, our second place goes to the guy that they said the chili was a legit chili. I don't know what that means, but it was legit. So thank you to Jason Anderson. You're going to Fuzzies. Come on up. Yeah, you see Angela. Angela, come on. All right. Our number one chili winner. This is his first time ever bringing chili out here. It was, quote, chunky. You are winning not only this fantastic trophy that says first place Jimmy Chili Cook-Off, also getting 3 preseason Vikings tickets thanks to the Anderson family. And that goes to, I don't know if he can even hear me, but the great Scotty Biggs in the back. He brought a pot of chili. Hard to compete with Scotty Biggs. So congratulations, Scotty. We'll get this all to you. All right. Thank you guys for coming out again. If you haven't tried the chili, I highly recommend after this. I'm going to now introduce Mary Jo Bassett and Betsy Jo Cack as they will be announcing our survivors.
So we, as Shonda said, we're going to be announcing the survivors, and we're going to announce you in groups. And so if you will stand up when we read your name, and then we'll give a round of applause and do the next group. So here we go.
Okay, Father Tony Stubita, 3 months. Pat Carmody, 6 months. Kathy Winutka, 1 year. Cammie Snowball, 1 year. Janet Lanby, 1 year. Amy Munson, 1 year. Taylor Hughes, 1 year. Jerry Lawaji, 1 year. And Sandy Hancock, 1 year.
Mary Gislason, 2 years. Michael Weiss, 2 years. Amy Gillingham, 3 years. Kathy Lazinski, 3 years. Ryan Arsdorf, 3 years. Chad Nussen, 3 years. Galen Lanners, 3 years. Sandy Fultz, 4 years. Kiri Loft, 5 years. And Donald Foy, 5 years. Was that Chad Magnuson? I'm sorry. Was that Chad Magnuson, not Munson? Not Musson, Chad Magnuson? Sorry about that.
Margaret Olafson, 6 years. Jenny Greenhoff, 6 years. Jamie Bassett, 6 years. Dale Anderson, 6 years. Joyce Pursoon, 7 years. Brenda Elton, 7 years. Ann Johnson, 7 years. Kim Gagnon, 9 years. Bruce Cozen, 9 years. John Marin, 10 years. Nancy Crowley, 10 years. And Ruth Bott, 10 years.
Kathy Verley, 11 years. Everett Wallen, 12 years. Maria Bernardi, 12 years. Kenneth Wilson, 12 years. John Verley, 13 years. Sandy Busing, 14 years. Becky Deitz, 14 years. And Anita Bauer, 15 years.
Larry Doom, 16 years. Dennis Rofson, 16 years. Marcy Olson, 16 years. David Moriarty, 16 years. Cletus Lanners, 18 years. Betsy Jo Cack, 19 years. Wayne Brock, 20 years. Sandy Newton, 20 years. Kenneth Myers, 20 years. And Jackie Doom, 20 plus years.
Karen Abels, 21 years. Henrietta Van Hefty, 23 years. Jim Van Hefty, 23 years. Mary Jane Strigel, 30 years. Monica Senden, 30 years. Duanne Birch, 32 years. Mary Jo Basut, 37 years. And Paul Blanchard, 40 years. Congratulations to all of you. Proud to have you here.
Thank you, too. At this time, I would like to invite all of our survivors to the front of the stage, or right in front of the stage. We are going to do a survivor lap. Trina Thomas and Jake Moravitz are going to be singing for us while we do that. So Paul and Amy, I'll have you lead us in the first lap with the survivors. And then once the survivors get back to the front, caregivers, we're going to do a second lap, and we'll have you join that second lap. So family, friends, anyone that you want to walk with, we'll do that. So I'll invite Trina and Jake forward at this time.
Dropped the phone and burst into tears. The doctor just confirmed her fears. Her husband held it in and held her tight. Cancer don't discriminate or care if you're just 38. With 3 kids who need you in their lives. He said, I know that you're afraid, and I am too, but you'll never be alone, I promise you. When you're weak, I'll be strong. When you let go, I'll hold on. And when you need to cry, I swear that I'll be there to dry your eyes. When you feel lost and scared to death, like you can't take one more step, take my hand, together we can do it. I'm gonna love you through it. She made it through the surgery fine. They said they caught it just in time, but they had to take more than they planned. Now it's 4 smiles and baggy shirts, hide what the cancer took from her. And she just wants to feel like a woman again. She said, I don't think I can do this anymore. He took her in his arms and said, that's what my love is for. When you're weak, I'll be strong. When you let go, I'll hold on. When you need to cry, I swear that I'll be
the nighttime into the day. Do the song about a sweet loving woman. They do the song about the night. Really do the walk of life. Yeah, you do the walk of life. Here comes Johnny, gonna tell you the story. Hand me now my walking shoes. Here comes Johnny with the power and the glory. Backbeat, the talking blues. He got the action, he got the motion. And the boy can play the dedication, devotion. It's turning all the nighttime into the day. The song about a sweet loving woman. They do the song about the night. Then they do the walk. Do the walk of life. Yeah, you do the walk. Here comes Johnny singing oldies goldies. Be-ba-ba-lula, baby, what I say. Here comes the potion, you're turning on the nighttime into the day. And after all the violence and double talk, it's just a song ain't only trouble and the strife. You do the walk, yeah, you do the walk of life. You do the walk of life.
Check, mic check. Check, mic check. That's good. Okay. You didn't see Gary or Ellen Quist, please come to the front. See me from this prison. Lord, help me get away. 'Cause only you can save me now from this misery. And I've been lost in my own place, and I'm getting weary. How far is heaven? And I know that I need to change my ways of living. How far is heaven? Lord, can you tell me? And I've been locked up way too long in this crazy world. How far is heaven? And I just keep on praying, Lord, and just keep on living. How far is heaven? Lord, can you tell me? How far is heaven? Gotta know how far. How far is heaven? Lord, can you tell me? Tu che estás el tuo cielo, échame tu bendición. just got to have some faith and just keep on giving. How far is heaven? Lord, can you tell me? How far is heaven? Gotta know how far, yeah. How far is heaven? Lord, can you tell me? How far is heaven? Gotta know how far.